And so if you look on the STLP website on the DPOJ section, you can see that he has pushed that date back to March 2021. Now, there's still no registration form. That's coming soon. And like I said with Jeff, usually it means within two to 3 weeks of the deadline. So I wouldn't be looking for that until sometime in mid-February. But if it comes out before then, I will email you, or your zone leader will email you and let you know. Okay. And today, what I just wanted to do is there wasn't a lot of people here last week. Obviously, I forgot about the inauguration until when I was sending out that meet link on Monday or whatever. If I'd really thought about it, I wouldn't have scheduled a meet for the inauguration. So no fault on you for not coming last week. But if you did, if you missed that information, go back and check the STLP JCPS website, and you just got a really quick 4 or 5 minute tutorial on how to do that original photo essay in Google Drawings. It's super easy, 4 to 5 minutes, and your kids, I mean, they can knock it out. I mean, it'd be a great DPOJ for them, and it's a brand new competition this year. But today I want to talk about graphic design DPOJ, and just to kind of show you guys the Google Doodle. And some of you guys may have signed up for me to come teach your kids how to do a Google Doodle for Black History Month. And so this kind of goes along with that. And so if you didn't sign up, this would be a great video to show them. In your drive to get to Google Drawings, if you've never been to Google Drawings before, if you need a reminder, you're going to go to New. Okay. And it's going to pop up eventually with more than just folder, file, upload, or whatever. You're going to go to New, and you're going to hopefully be able to, there you go. Finally, it's going to do its thing. New, more, Google Drawings. Okay. And then again, this is just stuff your kids could do. It's really easy for them to kind of follow these steps. I know it might seem like a lot, but trust me, your kids will pick up on this pretty easy. And there's just so many different levels of how good this can be, or how easy it can be, or how complicated it can be. So I just want to show you a really quick and dirty Google Doodle. If you invited me to your class, you saw me create I'll show you the one I've been creating with the kids, like at Bowen yesterday, for example. I created a Garrett Morgan Google Doodle in Google Drawings. Okay, so here's my Garrett Morgan Google Doodle for Black History Month. He invented the traffic light. And so there is my Garrett Morgan Google Doodle. So that's what I'm doing with kids if you invited me to your STLP. But today I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do something really fun. I'm going to do a Kobe Bryant Google Doodle. So I'm just going to make a background first, and right click on my transparent background there, and I'm going to try to change it to white or any other color really. So I'll just make it white. And then, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some word art. So I'm going to insert, I'm going to go to word art, and I'm going to just type the letter G. And there's G for Google, because you guys, if you've seen Google Doodles, you know those are the things that appear like on special days. For they have like an Earth Day Google Doodle, a holiday Google Doodle, Martin Luther King Day Google Doodle. So like any kind of special event, or just every day, they will have a different Google Doodle. Okay, so you're just making a Google Doodle, a fake Google Doodle in Google Drawings. And so I've got my G. And so the next thing I would want to do is I'm going to insert a shape. So I'm going to insert shape and go to shapes, and I'm going to insert a circle over the G. All right, so here I go. All right, and notice it goes right over top of the G. So this is a great skill to teach your kids. What do I need to do here to get that G in front of the circle? Anybody?
Right click or control down.
Right click or control down. Exactly. So I'm just want to do order and send to back or send backwards. Okay. So that's going to send that to the back. And so if I'm making a Kobe Bryant Google Doodle, what I might want to do is I want to change this G to Laker colors. So I might do a yellow G. And the cool thing about word art is you can change the font to any kind of font you want. So I might do Roboto font instead of the Arial, and I might make it bold. And then so maybe move it around a little bit. And then the circle would be the other Laker color, which is purple. Okay. So I've got my purple in gold letter there. And so the next thing I want to do, if again, this is just how detailed you want to be, I'm going to make a basketball for the O. Instead of just having O's, I'm going to make a basketball, okay, for the O. So insert, image, search the web, and then I would look up basketball space PNG, all right, because PNG is what you look for when you're looking for a transparent background. All right, so I'm going to find that basketball. There's a good basketball there. And I'm going to hit insert. I'm going to resize that basketball by clicking in the corner on that little square, make it about the size of my G. All right, there's one. And then how do I get a second basketball on there?
Control C.
Control C is something I could do, Control C, Control V, but actually, if I want to duplicate, Control D. All right, that's something to teach your kids. Control D duplicates, okay? So I've got my G, I've got my OO, and so now I need another G, so I might just highlight it, click my mouse and highlight both the G and the circle and just kind of do that, okay? And drag it over, and then I need an L and an E, so I would do that. And just like when you're writing a happy birthday sign, that's that. Who has that joke? It's a comedian. Oh, what's that guy's name? Anyway, I ran out of space. But the cool thing is about Google Drawings is I can always drag this out by clicking on that bottom corner and drag it out and make it a longer rectangle. So I can never run out of space. So theoretically, this could go on forever. So just a little bit more, drag it out. All right, and then just throw that there and Control D. Put that there, right there. All right, so this is pretty generic right now, so I'm going to make it look a lot better. So I might do something like this. I'm going to do insert, image, search the web, and I'm going to look for Kobe Bryant. Okay, so I'm going to say Kobe Bryant. All right, and then here's Kobe Bryant. I'm going to find a picture of him. I'm looking for one with his face kind of close up. So I'll go in. There's one right there. Insert. Okay, I've got it. Now I'm going to put where the second G is. I'm going to make that Kobe's picture. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a circle. How do I make this into a circle? Does anybody know? How do I make this image into a circle? Any guesses? This is also a great thing to teach your kids. Up here where it says crop image, right next to it is a down arrow that says mask image. So if I click on that down arrow, I can go to shapes and I can go to an oval, okay, which is like a circle. And then I'm going to reshape this to be the same size as my G. Now I could just do this. I could just delete the G and just do it that way too. So I've got my Kobe Bryant picture there. All right. Kind of fits in. All right. So there's that. And then I'm going to change it. Obviously, Google is not spelled G-O-O, Kobe, G-G. So I'm going to change this to double click on that G and change it to an L, and double click on this G and change it to an E. And if I want to get funky with it, I can change this color. I can invert the colors, and I can make this L, I can make it purple. And now I'm forgetting which purple I chose. So now, well, this is going to be an adventure. So purple there, and make this circle yellow. All right. So there's that. And then, yeah, I'll keep that the way it is. All right. So there's my Laker colors, Kobe Bryant, right? But still not a Google Doodle because they get pretty fancy with these. So one thing about Kobe is Kobe was born in what city? Does anybody know what city Kobe Bryant was born in? Philadelphia. He was born in Philadelphia. So I'm going to go insert image, search the web, and I'm going to look for a Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell PNG. Liberty Bell PNG. All right, so I found this Liberty Bell, and I kind of like this cartoony looking Liberty Bell. You can make it more realistic if you want. Just totally up to you. Insert, and then I'm gonna get this Liberty Bell. I'm gonna put it over here, right there. Okay, what do I need to do to this Liberty Bell? It's right now it's blocking Kobe's face and the L. So what do I need to do to this Liberty Bell?
Move it to the back.
Move it to the back. Yeah, control down. So I'm going to control down, control down, control down until it's behind Kobe and behind the L. And then I can rotate it to kind of make it look even cooler. And then, you know, Kobe, he played his career in LA. So image search the web. And I might just look for, because it's a big city, I might look for skyscraper PNG. Okay. And I like this. I'm going to choose it and go to insert. And I'm going to put those behind the basketballs, that city behind the basketballs. Okay. So I'm going to do, again, control down, 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 get it behind the basketballs, like that. And then, you know, Kobe was the Black Mamba. So I could even go that far and go insert image, search the web, and you could look for something like Black Mamba, or I'm just gonna look for Black Snake PNG. And so there's a black snake there. And so these aren't the greatest, but that's okay. I'm gonna go to insert, and I'm just gonna put that behind the L and the E. All right, so I'm gonna go to control down, control down, control down. There's that, and I might make them smaller there or whatever. So yeah, so there's my Kobe Bryant Google Doodle, but it's still not a Google Doodle, because when you know that when you click on a Google Doodle for like Earth Day, it takes you to a Google search for Earth Day. So what I would recommend doing, what I've taught the kids to do, is to open up a new tab and just go to your Google search and search whoever you made it by. So Kobe Bryant. Then when I do Kobe Bryant, I'm just going to get the Google search back, and I just go up in my Omni bar and I click it, and I Command C or Control C, copy. And then I'm going to go back to my Google Doodle, and Kobe's face is now going to be a link to a search about Kobe Bryant. So what is the what do I need to click to make this a link? The link button. And a little girl yesterday at Bowen said exactly what I think when I think of the link. This looks like a paper clip. So she's like, click on the thing that looks like a paper clip. And that's a great way to look at this. So I'm going to click on the paper clip. I'm going to go to the link, and I'm going to Control V, paste, apply. And so now when you click on Kobe's picture, it that will take you to a Google search on Kobe Bryant. So that's it, guys. That's the Google Doodle. And I said, like, kids, they can come up with they could do like a insert text box here and say, this is my custom Google Doodle on Kobe Bryant. I put a Liberty Bell behind him because he's born in Philadelphia. He was known as the Black Mamba. He played his career in LA, which is a giant city, or something like that, you know? So you can get pretty fancy with this, however you want to do it. This would be a great DPOJ for graphic design. You could go even further with this and do stuff like a border weight. So for example, if I click on the circle and I go right next door for border color, the border weight, this is going to make just a thicker outline on the circle, which I think looks better. Honestly, 2-point weight looks better than 1 point, but it's totally up to you. And you can do the same thing with your letters. Okay. So any questions on this? Any questions on this? All right, let's check the chat since Steve's on a personal day today. All right. Use a snake for the Mamba forever. Very good. Google Doodle. Yes. Yep. All right. So that's that. And so your kids will love this. And the thing is it could be a DPOJ for graphic design, but this is a great project for Black History Month, for Women's History Month, for anything really. You could turn this into anytime you're doing any kind of person or event. This would be a great thing to do and kind of put on your kids. Hey, create a Google Doodle for that. Like, see how creative they can be. All right, that is all I have today. Thank you for sticking around for my Kobe Bryant Google Doodle presentation. I will see you guys next time. And remember, March 1st is now the DPOJ deadline. Later, guys.
Hey, Russ, what's the date for state?
For state, I don't believe he's come out with that date yet. It's going to be, it'll likely be late April, early May.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
May I ask you a question since I came late?
Yeah.
This week's lesson plan, they're doing digital art. I had already set it up and it's in my Google Classroom, and I was looking at the graphic design. That could be next week, but I have them doing Canvas.
Uh-huh.
And they're able to draw. It's closer to what Microsoft Paint was. I know you know what it is, but I'm using the DPOJ. They had to recreate a winter scene, and if they don't like winter, they could do any scene. But that's what I did for the actual Google Art this week.
Yep.
So next week I can change it to do the Google Doodle and do the graphic design, because I'm just trying to get something decent.
Yeah.
To put in there.
Yeah.
And I'm not even telling them, but I did attach the rubric for the DPOJ art to my lesson in Google Classroom. Not that they know what it means, but I wanted them to see the steps that I was trying to take to get them to do it. Do you like Canvas at all, Russell? Miss Russ?
So I have not used, I've used Canva before, but not Canvas. And so that's the thing about Google Drawings is people were like wanting it to be Microsoft Paint. It's not.
But it's not.
Like,
it's hard.
You play, it's definitely got a learning curve, and it doesn't have the brushes, you know, which really would make it amazing if they had the brushes. It's really more you're manipulating shapes, which is an interesting skill, but it's not Microsoft Paint. And yeah, so we're really missing a Microsoft Paint type program.
When we were at school, my desktops in the lab have Paint.
Mm-hmm.
But because my kids are on Chromebooks, I've been trying to find something that's compatible. And I know the one you're talking about, somehow Eva, she goes to the Brown School, my 5th grader, she got to use that for her project. But I had her do Canvas today with the HTTPS:// you know, because that's what my kids are doing. Because I copied down I need to see exactly the steps to go through for a kid view, because my teacher view is always different. So it's nice to have a kid, because I make her step through stuff for me. And she, on her own time, had already done a drawing. Oh, Sketchpad. I'll look that
try
up.
Sketchpad too. There's a program. It's an online program called Sketchpad that kids. It's tons of brushes that kids might try as well.
And will they be able? It's just a website they can do, because if it's anything that has to be downloaded, they don't have permission.
Exactly. It's just a website. Yeah,
Okay.
It's just a website.
Thank you.
Used to be anyway.
Well, I'm gonna do
Sketchpad.
So Canva is free though for teachers, but kids can't get to it, can they?
No, I
no.
couldn't get it for my kids.
That's what I thought.
It's free for teachers, but yeah.
Okay, just checking to make sure that nothing has changed in the last 90 days or 100 days. Okay, thanks, Russ.
All right, thank you.
Well, I'll leave you alone then, Russ. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Can I have a question, Russ?
Yes.
This is Shannon. So